Honorable members, I welcome all of you to this house. The people of India have spoken through the recent election. They have chosen their representatives with faith and hope. This new house represents the voice, dreams, and aspiration of crores of our citizens. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in our democracy. We come together as elected members to serve the nation, uphold the constitution, protect the sovereignty and integrity of India, and work for the welfare of every citizen. It is a proud moment of our democracy that so many dedicated leaders from different states, backgrounds, and parties are here. Your presence shows the strength and diversity of our great country. Before we start any work, it is our duty to take the oath of affirmation as required by the Constitution. This oath binds us to always act in the best interest to India and its people. Let us now proceed with this important ceremony. I request silence and respect in the House. Let us proceed with the agenda of today. Question hour. Question number 1. Honorable Member Bhumika Singh.
Will the Minister of Finance be pleased to state whether the government has taken note of the recent rise in headline CPI inflation to 1.33% in December 2025 from 0.71% in November, and the factors contributing to this upstick despite overall low levels? B. The steps being taken to monitor and contain potential food price volatility in the coming months. C. Any plans for RBI coordination ahead of the February 2026 monetary policy review?
Yes, the government is closely monitoring the provisional CPI data showing 1.33% headline inflation in December 2025, driven mainly by easing declines in food and rises in personal care and vegetables. Overall, inflation remains well below the 4.4% target midpoint. Answering to a second question, supply side interventions, including the buffer stock releases and imports where needed, are in place to stabilize essentials. And answering to your final question, regular coordination with RBI continues. The MPC will assess the new CPI base, that is, the year 2024 will be taken as the base year. It will be in the calculation, it is known as 100 series, starting February 2026 for calibrated policy.
Question number 2. Honorable Member Vijay Induja Shri.
Will the Minister of Health and Family Welfare be pleased to state, first question, the current status of dengue and other vector-borne disease cases in 2025, including the cumulative figures and any emerging trends in the early 2026? Second question, measures deployed by the National Center for the Vector-Borne Diseases Control NCVBDC to prevent the outbreaks in high-risk areas. And the third question, whether projection indicate continued risk in 2026 and international support being sought.
Health
Honorable,
Minister.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, answering to the question 1, A. As per NCV BDC data, up to late 2025, India reported around 1,13,415 cases of dengue and 95 deaths in 2025, which is lower than the previous year, although there was a spike in states like Tamil Nadu. The data shows that it was mostly because of post monsoon increases. B. Intensified surveillance, fogging, larval control, and community drives are going under the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program. And C. Yes, risks persist due to climate factors. WHO collaborations and vaccine research continue for enhanced preparedness in 2026.
Question number 3, addressed to the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Honorable Member Gomtheshwari.
Will the Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change be pleased to state A. The reasons for Delhi's hazardous AQI levels exceeding 500 in mid-January 2026, making it one of the world's most polluted cities. B. status of GRAP Stage 4 implementation and recent relaxations, and C. Long-term steps to address recurring winter pollution crisis.
Okay, Speaker Madam, as far as the Minister is concerned, stagnant winds, vehicular emissions, stubble burnings remains, and regional source lead to the AQI peaks above 500 hazardous around January 17, 2026, with very poor severe levels persisting. B. GRAP stage 4 was enforced earlier enforced earlier but lifted as AQI improved to very poor. Example 395 on January 20th. Odd, even, and construction curves were applied selectively. Uh, and C. Sustained efforts include NCAP targets, electric vehicle push, and afforestation to reduce baseline pollution. Thank you.
Question number 4, addressed to the Minister of Defense.
According to the recent LAC updates to the first question, post-2024 agreements, partial disengagements like Despan and Mchok continue with buffer zones. Both sides pursue infrastructure, but tensions are managed. To your next second question, India has upgraded roads, air bases, and surveillance like Arunachal Frontier Highway to match capabilities. And to the third question, ongoing talks, including 2025 meetings, emphasize patrolling protocols and peace. No major escalation so far reported in early 2026. Thank you.
Question number 5, addressed to the Minister of Education. Honorable Member Nivedita Kumari.
Okay. Speaker ma'am, I seek to ask the start question number 5. Will the Minister of Education please to state question number A, progress in bridging the digital divide under NEP as of 2026, including hybrid learning rates. B, allocations and initiatives for rural digital infrastructure in the upcoming Union Budget 2026 context. And C will be steps to integrate AI and personalized learning while addressing remaining gaps.
Question number 6, addressed to the Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Honorable Member Subramaniam Srinivasula.
Honorable Chairman, Madam, I seek to ask the star question number 6. Will the Minister of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare to be pleased to state point A, actions taken to address drought vulnerabilities in rain-fed areas, for example, Central India, amid climate risk highlighted in 2025 and 26. B, enhancements to scheme like PM Fasal Bhima Yojana and micro irrigation to relief, and point C, policy focus in budget 2026 for climate resilient agriculture.
नासिर बल्ब जला दो ये वाला.
Honorable Member Ayush Gurung.
Okay, so Speaker Madam, I apologize for the inconvenience. So, crisis management plan 2024 guides anticipatory measures. Sukha Raksak AI aids drought forecasting for vulnerable regions. B. PMFBY payouts streamlined micro irrigation, expanded to cut water use by 30% and build resilience. C. Budget 2026 will emphasize climate smart practices, oil seeds, pulses, self-sufficiency, and sustainable diversification. Thank you.
Question number 7, addressed to the Minister of External Affairs. Honorable Member Jeevan KS.
Will the minister, 1 minute, ma'am. Will the Minister of External Affairs be pleased to state the impact of recent US tariffs up to 50% on Indian exports and ongoing trade negotiations, diplomatic responses to neighborhood challenges including relations with Bangladesh and Pakistan, and strategies to diversify trade amid global shift in 2026?
Answering to your question, sir, the tariffs are linked to the Russian taking Russia as a sector where the oil is being taken from various countries, and various trade imbalances are still under the discussion, and efforts are being taken in order to balance and have a bilateral trade regarding it. Answering to a second question, sir, engagements with neighbors focuses on much more on stability, cooperation, and regional dynamics. Example, Bangladesh, and also managed through various bilateral agreements and treaties. Answering to a second question, is the free trade agreements are being there with UK, Oman, UAE, and various other countries, and also cooperation with the various other organizations like ASEAN, Africa, GCC are the priorities for resilience.